The next bit of fun that we're going to have with the desktop 5-axis CNC machine is I'm going to show you how to load a tool into the spindle and start the spindle. Check it out. Okay, so here we have our little tool holders. One of the first things you always want to do before loading any tool in any spindle on any mill is you want to make sure it's clean. You don't have any damage on it, so I like to go through and check the little mini taper on here. You also want to check the taper that's inside your spindle. Make sure that you don't have chips packed up in there or debris of any sort, and that the mating surface is nice and smooth. This spindle is a 10,000 RPM spindle, and really the only thing that's holding these tools in are these little set screws here. There is a 50,000 RPM version, which has a little bit different spindle interface. I suppose that they've determined that set screws are sufficient for the 10,000 RPM version, but so you stick it in and you want to line it up. There's these little drive dogs here, and there's a drive dog on the spindle itself. So you want to make sure you line up the groove with the drive dog, and then you tighten down your set screws. Once our tool is tightened down in the spindle, you want to go to your manual page. So this is the same as an MDI page if you're used to industrial level CNC machines. So we're in manual, and then here's our MDI column. So M3 turns the spindle on clockwise, and M4 turns the spindle on counterclockwise. So let's go ahead and start by turning it on 100 RPM clockwise. So we're going to highlight this and say S100 M3. There we go. You can now see displayed up here that the spindle is going 100 RPM. This slider bar right here is our spindle override. So we can grab this slider bar. You can see right now we're at 100%. And since we have our spindle rotating at 100 RPM, 100% is going to be 100 RPM. So if we slow it down to 50, now our RPM is 50 RPM. We can also go all the way up to 200%. We can always stop the spindle by hitting this reset button down here at the bottom.